Yo, check this out. In this video, I'm gonna be showing you what not to do when you tarp it down a load. Yeah, because I just pretty much learned off experience. So you're gonna get what I get when I do what I do. It's not a how-to. It's a how not to. Yeah. Take money.
Finally got me some decent content. Tarp and chains. First time putting chains on.
Tip number one is to make sure that you use enough bungees. Tip number two, if you are to roll your slack up on your tarp, I like to roll the slack up in the front. Number three. Make sure you invest in you some tarp blankets for sharp corners. Number 4, the very last tip, or what you should not do.
Restaurant it, ain't you? Woo! You got a truck number and cover number?
1 and 1.
Okay, that's literally half the battle. The most uphill part of the battle. The rest of this shit is mental. I wish I could just do the physical shit and leave the mental out. This is where I get to freestyling, because I hate strapping bungees. Like, I feel like there's no right way to do this shit. Let me get back to it. Let's see if I can get a good look on this side. Probably not, but you know, see if I could do any better.
He's about to drive off on my shit. These people so disrespectful. Moral of the story is, I'm self-taught. I watch a little bit of YouTube videos, but that don't really get it for me. I gotta be standing there watching a nigga do something, excuse my language, watching someone do something, and then repeat what they do. Like, that's how I learn. I don't like that. I feel like I should pull that closer, but we are hooked underneath going that way. Man, let's get it how you live, man. Let's really get it how you live. For me.
Gon' strike a pose, bitch. Gon' wipe his nose, bitch. Gon' paint your toes, bitch. Gon' drop your robe, bitch. Gon' cross the globe, bitch. Big drip. I'm gon' cross the globe, bitch. Big dripper, I'm big dripper, bitch. Gon' strike, gon' wipe his nose, bitch. Gon' paint your toes, bitch. Drop. Big drip.
All right. Took me about an hour to type this, which is about average for anybody, but I did my best. I'm not putting no straps on the end of the tarp. We're gonna see how I do. I'm gonna go down the road, handle my business, get closer to where I'm supposed to be, and that's that. Check me out, one more walkthrough.
Strike a pose, bitch. Gon' wipe his nose, bitch. Gon' paint your toes, bitch. Gon' drop your robe, bitch. Gon' cross the globe, bitch. Big drip. I'm gon' cross the globe, bitch. Big dripper, I'm big dripper, bitch. Gon' strike, gon' wipe his nose, bitch. Gon' paint your toes, bitch. Drop. Big drip. Your robe, bitch. Big dripper, I'm big dripper, bitch. I'm going somewhere where the shores are sandy. Yeah, bikini bottom ain't fucking with Sandy. Yeah, Megan Thee Stallion ain't making them good. She on that do say I'm on that wish a nigga would. Yeah, I can keep going for days.
Tip number 1 is to make sure that you use enough bungees. I typically think there's never enough. You should always have like the mother load of bungees, from small ones, mediums to long ones, because you never know what kind of product that you're gonna get. But make sure you're using the most of bungees that you can to get that tarp down to adequate size of whatever the product is, because you don't want any slack and anything ruffling and blowing in the wind, because it will tear your tarp up. Number 2, if you are to roll your slack up on your tarp, I like to roll the slack up in the front of the load. That way, when you're going down the road and the wind is blowing, the tarp is being pushed up against the product and not flapping like a tail in the wind behind the load. Because that tends to happen. Sometimes you will get wind that gets under the tarp and it blows a tail of your tarp out, and now it's tearing your tarp up. It's holes, rips, D-rings missing. It's just tearing your tarp up. Don't do that. That's what you should not do. Number 3, make sure you invest in you some tarp blankets for sharp corners. If you don't, that also would damage your tarp. These tarps cost too much money to just be tearing up. Bottom line. Number 4, the very last tip, or what you should not do. I mean, I'm just learning off experience, so don't listen to me. I ain't nobody. I'm just going with my own theories here. I ain't read no handbook, no nothing. I just jumped in the ride and just got to it. But this is what I think. If you throwing a strap on the back of that tarp, the front of that tarp, over the load, if strap is going over the tarp, period, that is a rookie move. You should be able to learn how to tarp the load without the tarp flaring and blaring in the wind and getting all torn up, without straps. You don't need the straps. If you're using straps, that means you're not good at tarping. Learn the craft, good at what you do, and the rest is history. Take money.